How many rappers are rapping for the love of it versus the money?
90%.
It's true.
I think even Jay-Z said in like his Breakfast Club in 2013 about like, you know, once this shit became lucrative, you started getting people doing it just for the money, which is always going to diminish the art. It's always going to make it not be as good. Like,
I've always thought about that. Like, who's really here? Who's going to leave when the money's gone? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In like the rap culture, like,
Right.
because I see like, especially like the SoundCloud wave and shit like that was like, I'm like, these guys, if punk was popular, they would be punk rockers. If you know what I'm saying, whatever genre was popular at the time, it just happened to be rap.
Yeah.
To me, so it's like they're gonna get their foot in because they want to be a rock star, live that lifestyle, be a musician, whatever. Fuck the rules. I don't want to get a real job. I've always felt like there were so many people just hanging on because of that, because the rap was the most popular genre at the time.
right.
So it's like now that they don't want to do it anymore because it's not as popular. Fuck it, leave.
Right.
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
I mean, again, it's like, you know, I empathize with people just trying to find a way to get out of their environment and circumstances. And it's like, look, this shit makes money, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You know? But then that can be true along with, okay, well, when people start doing art for the money, there should be no surprise when the art suffers.
Well, it's the greatest Quincy Jones quote. He's like, when you think about money, God walks out the room.
Yeah.
You know, when you're making music. I always think about rap as like the canary in a coal mine reflecting kind of the problems with the culture. And I think like it's not necessarily rap's fault or the rapper's fault, but more a reflection of like where we've gone. Because like I remember there was a Kanye quote that I always found really telling where, I don't know if you ever heard the EPMD song Crossover. So it came out like in the early 90s and it was like, the whole point of the song was like talking shit about rappers that wanted to make like a crossover pop song, right?
Yeah.
And it ended up being EPMD's biggest hit. You know, it was all over the radio. It was like their biggest hit, which is cool, right? It's a great song. And Kanye, I remember, was talking later on about like how he loved that song, but he's like, they're the dumb. He's like, that was so stupid though. Crossing over is the best thing. And I was like, I mean, it can be, but like not if it requires like compromising like your art or what you find true to yourself, you know, and like
I mean, if you start doing shit for money, whatever you're doing is the quality's gonna suffer because you're not putting the quality of the thing first, you're putting the money first. So now you're about to make shit that you feel like is commercially viable, and at that point you're making product. You're not.
That goes with anything in life. The moment you start putting money first over the product or over the art, whatever it is, it just loses its integrity. It's just something about trying to extract money out of something or somebody that just diminishes value and diminishes quality.
Making art, you're trying to make the shit that's going to sell the most.
in your career, were there moments where you had the opportunity to do that and you decided to go the other way?
Every day I walk into the studio is a moment to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I've never done it because I don't know. I love what I'm making. I love music so much, and I just honor my own taste so much that I can never go against my taste and authenticity for the sake of like, yeah, but this might be a hit though. What? I also just like the nature of this shit.
I want this thing go away.
Nobody knows what the fuck a hit is gonna be. You're gonna sit there and go make music for the money, thinking that you know what music is gonna make money, and that shit's gonna come out and not make money. And now the music's bad too. Like now you lost on all fronts.
So you would never make like all right, this is my commercial album, like set out like the full intention.
No, but I also, me and my boy were just talking about this. I always just inherently had, I guess, more pop adjacent taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like early on even, I was always doing big choruses and melodies.
Well, you were a big like 50 fan.
I was a
right?
big 50
G
fan, like
G
G-Unit, all the melodic
Yeah.
stuff. Eminem,
So it
like, and
came
then growing
natural.
up in the house, like my parents playing big 70s ballads, you know what I mean? So like, I always liked that kind of shit. I was listening to Kobe Callier when I was 11, like, you know what I mean? Like Jack Johnson, like I just loved melodies, but I also loved rap and I loved the hybrid of it. So it was I never felt like I was chasing a pop sound. It was just naturally what I liked. I like shit I like catchy shit and I like hard raps, you know what I mean? Just put it together.
There's another one I liked was authenticity outlast algorithm.
Yeah.
And
Does it really though
was-
these days? I don't know, bruv. Because I see a lot of authentic people, but it's got like 10 views out there, bruh. I don't know.
authenticity look like to you, and what does it mean?
Stop this
in your
now
career?
from moving.
Well, I think again, with that, it kind of almost ties into the other thing too, is trying to just chase a trend and chase what you think is going to work. You're going to be chasing your tail forever, as opposed to what I've seen actually really work and what people are gravitating towards more than ever now is authenticity. Somebody who's just raw,
themselves.
real. You can just tell. Maybe it's fake, but it's like feels like this is really you, and it kind of cuts through because you can tell when somebody's just doing theater, and it's performative.
Yeah.
You know. And so for me, I'm trying to just
performative.
get even more aligned with my taste and more like that. I was telling you before we got on, like just deleting social media off my phone this year and only logging in when I have something to post, you know, because I'm trying to block out all fucking possible influences of, you know, because you could just be scrolling as an artist and you see a viral clip of a new song blowing up. And even if it's not conscious, but subconsciously, you might be like, damn, so that's what works.
Yeah.
And maybe that comes out in the studio next time.
Right.
For me, I'm trying to get back to just, if I like it, that's enough. That
That's
means
not
it is.
such a bad thing. Sometimes it might spark an idea that makes you create something totally different, but based off that idea, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. You know, sometimes you just take inspiration. Doesn't mean I'm gonna make a copy paste of what you did now.
hard. Because what I think is hard, and that's it.
So do you listen to other artists?
Yeah, but like right now, I just been listening to the songs I've been making because I just been going crazy. But I love listening to like up and coming artists. Like I love trying to find up and coming artists because there was a while there where my playlist was just what it was when I was 17.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like long-term mentality,
Right.
Absol, like the Marathon, Nipsey, and you know. I'm like, damn, man, like, does all the new music suck right now, or am I just
I
fucking?
mean, 'cause I
Oh,
be on that
man.
type of time too.
I'll tell you
Right.
this. This is a hot take.
I'll just say quickly, there's a lot of good music. You just have to find it these days, man. There's so much good music out there. It's just so hard to find.
Maybe I miss being programmed to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I miss
Yeah.
when somebody had like. I miss
I don't
when
wanna
somebody
be
had
programmed.
taste. It was like that's good, that's bad.
Straight up.
Dude, the algorithm should not be dictating like
Right.
No,
taste. Like,
and guess what? Like, I don't want to go have to do work to find the hits and the hot shit.
totally.
Like, okay, now
That's true. I also don't want to do it, but you kind of have to.
I was just talking with this about songs. It's like, in the past, the songs we heard were objectively usually the best ones.
Yeah.
They really
Most
were.
cases,
Like, I went back and
yeah.
listened to albums that I grew up loving, right?
But the thing is, back then, so much money was put into the album, so much was invested. There was so much that it's like the album kind of had to be good if it was going to see the light of day. It kind of had to be good. Not to say every album was good, but majority were good because there was so much riding on it. Now it's just like some dude in his backyard cooks some tracks together, and the label's like, alright, push it, let's see what happens. You know, it's just not the same, bro.
Well, albums that had songs on there that I grew up loving. I went back for the first time like 6 months ago, and I went back and listened to the albums that these hit songs were a part of that I grew up loving. And I'm listening to the whole album for the first time now, and I'm like, there's 2 good songs on here. And it's the 2
Right.
that got promoted heavy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe they knew what they were fucking doing.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
obviously did.
It was
Yeah.
the singles.
But
It
there's
was
a
the
reason
hits.
why those
Always
were the
been the
singles.
There's
Yeah.
a reason why, like, and this is
Like In the Club is a really great
Is
pop.
a
You know what I mean? Like, it might not be my favorite, but that is clearly the best pop song on that
Yeah,
album,
and
which
s-
most people will like.
And so
It's
for
great.
me, I'm like, man, nowadays what you have to do is, so I have to go sit through the whole fucking album or just look up random albums on Spotify and sift through what am I, an A&R? I'm not doing this shit.
I need an
What am I,
intern to listen to music.
Like,
from.
this is crazy.
But it,
I miss Rick Rubin talked about it in an interview where he was like, man, when Spotify came out, I was amped. Like, you got every song ever on your phone. And he was like, but then I realized I kind of missed being programmed to. Like,
Right.
and that is what the goal
I
is.
wouldn't say programmed. I don't miss being programmed, but I miss there being like a set program that you knew that these were the guys that were pushing mainstream, and then you knew these were the guys that they're on their way up, and then these are the like everything felt very separated. Now everything feels meshed together, and just this underground rapper pops up, then Drake pop up, then some random chick pop up on your feed. You just don't know what's going on anymore, bro.
supposed to be with the Spotify editorial playlist.
Yeah.
But a lot of that now is compromised by just numbers.
Yeah, and politics.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
whoever this and that. It's like, okay, you know, I guess let's just say Drake dropped a new song.
Right.
So he automatically
It
gets
just
a
goes
slot.
in. Yeah.
You know, and it's like he's been putting out bullshit. You know, if he has, I mean,
His whole career.
Why is his mouth lagging with the audio, but everyone else is on time?
recently,
Wait.
not his whole
It's
career.
like, holy
Hold
shit.
on, recently.
His blood.
Inveterate hater.
He's been.
It's not a
truth
bit.
is,
It's really authentic.
I
and
Oh
liked
no,
sincere.
they're all lagging.
Back in the days, I did. I met him when I was like
I
16
never liked
in
a single
Canada.
song.
Oh, you
I
met
like-
Drake when you were 16 in Canada. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that lovely? Oh, 16 in Canada, you said. Oh,
I liked a
What?
lot of Drake
No, I
stuff.
never. I can acknowledge that sometimes it's well written.
Oh my God.
Like the song I forget on the
Nah,
Beyonce, what the Incredible, I think it was
Yeah.
from that.
16
Like I
PM
think
in
Drake
Canada.
wrote that one. It's on the credits, but it
Drake
sounds
is
like.
incredible, man.
And I was like, that's a good song.
Objectively
but I
sound-
like Beyonce singing it
So
way
even
more.
what you were saying about In the Club, where it's like objectively, it's this, you know, you
Yeah.
can recognize as a great pop song. That's kind of even what I'm getting at with the Miss being programmed too. It's like, yo, sometimes things. And this was another tweet of mine. Sometimes things are popular because they're good,
Totally.
Yeah.
and sometimes things aren't popular because they're not good. Not all the time,
Yeah.
but sometimes that's what's going on here, everybody.
remember
Like, it's
Friday? That was popular, but that was terrible. Amanda, who's it? Somebody black.
popular because it's good.
Somebody black.
You know, and I think I miss when there was a more monolithic culture.
I always say
Yeah.
the streets are never wrong, right? Like the rapper that is bubbling out of each like respective.
Yeah, I will say monolithic culture, but not necessarily programmed. That's actually what I was going for. Where everything you kind of understood what was going on, but I don't want to be told what to like. I just want to choose out of the monolithicness.
city
Yeah.
is usually great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they,
yes.
like you know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
Well, because
like,
that's before it's been
Yeah,
tampered with.
Because
Exactly.
everybody in the city knows, and they're not going to just like
Yeah.
let somebody just throw bullshit out. Because they're ready to be like, no, you're lying about that.
Right.
Type shit.
Yeah, I mean, God, man.
There was just more money
a
at
lot of,
stake back then.
you know, things missing. I
actual
feel like
music.
in music. Like, I work at the radio station, so we hear
Yeah.
music, you know, every morning, all day, every day. And I've been part of these, you know, music programming meetings, and they're like, "All right, guys, there's no hits, so we're going back to play the old shit." Like,
Right.
and that's literally what's
See, but
happening.
That's crazy.
What's even a hit nowadays, though, right? This goes back to like the lack of monolithic culture.
Yeah.
When there's not a monolith, right? When we're not all getting the same download, when we're not all hearing the same song at the same time and the same
Yeah.
TV shows, it fragments society and it fragments community. And what happens is you get these mini cultures, these
Everything,
micro
yeah.
cultures,
Yeah.
where it's like NBA YoungBoy's the king of his micro culture. I might be the king of my little ecosystem here. That exists over there. That exists over there. And within that ecosystem, you can have tons of platinum songs and shit that the culture at large has never
don't know
heard.
about.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's not
That's
because
what's
it's not a
happening.
hit. It's because I don't even know if that's really possible nowadays without the exception of some real wild shit. The last time we had a monolithic hit was Not Like Us, right? But before that, it was The Box by Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
And look what had to happen for Not Like Us to even become this monolithic. Look at the
Controversy.
circumstances.
Yeah.
The two biggest rappers in
war.
the world had to
Civil
get in a super public beef for us to get a hit song that used to be what Flow Rider would do.
Yeah.
From a monolithic
Yeah.
United
That's true.
stamp. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I know.
Like, that's
I've never
wild.
purchased a Flow Ride. I know.
No.
every
No,
word.
but I'm saying
Yeah,
so-
that's true.
it's
I've
a-
never ever got to purchase a Flow Rider CD, but I know so many Flow Rider songs, and that is true. What I miss about monolithic culture, because now it's too fragmented, it's too separated. These people like this over there, these people like this over there. This person's only famous there and only known there, not known there. Like there's no direction, you know. Now.
Right round.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
That's what I'm
totally.
saying. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's crazy that in order for us to even catch this sort of like omnipresent hit as a culture, it took Kendrick and Drake beefing publicly back and forth.
Yeah, like even Taylor Swift, it's like I don't
No,
really
that
like you don't
it just
hear-
exists
yeah,
over there. Everything
yeah.
basically exists over there now, and over
Yeah.
there, and over there.
You're right. It's all separated.
We're all living in our own silos, so it's like really when you meet people, it's like, yo, what algorithm are you in? You know what I mean?
Totally.
That's what it is now.
And
And
It's
that's
fucking-
another reason why it's so hard to connect with people, because everybody's in their own little algorithms and watching their own little things. Nobody really can connect anymore because we don't even have familiar subject matter to talk about with each other, right? Because now you are talking about some other hip hop I've never heard of. I'm talking about this hip hop. That guy's like, it's no longer everyone talk about the same thing.
And it manifests in like every facet, whether it's like TV or
Everything.
politics.
And to be honest, like I
Movies,
miss
shows.
that. I miss when it felt like we were a shared
Unit.
culture.
Yeah.
And we all were like
Looking at the same stuff.
watching the same cable,
Yep.
Yeah.
saw the same
Yep.
shows.
We all
I didn't even
saw.
watch the Grammys this year.
Wasn't on
You
your
know?
algorithm.
It wasn't on my algorithm. Like my
Yeah.
I
parents
also
watched
didn't even watch the Grammys. Like, I just saw the weirdest clips, bruv.
it.
Right.
They're like, some of your friends got Grammys. We seen them out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
But isn't that fucking
Yes.
sad? It's like it makes everything so
Yes.
fragmented and just isolated. And I don't know, man. I miss that. But now I'm just trying to, focus on, again, making what I love and also understanding that it's really just about becoming the king of your ecosystem. There is no more like, there's not one throne anymore.
Exactly. No.
Every
for sure.
every ecosystem has its own. Young boy sitting on the top of his
The
throne. You know what I
YNs.
mean? It's like Rod Wave is on the throne of his ecosystem.
Yeah.
He's on the big boy throne.
It's funny because fans will be like, "Man, how have you never heard of Russ, or how have you never heard of this guy?" It's like, as I haven't made it to their silo yet. Like they're
Yeah.
over here.
The crazy part is that you can still sell out Staples Center
Oh yeah.
within,
Your-
your little
your
community.
ecosystem. Yeah.
Like it's like you could do it.
Twice,
Young
right?
boy can do
yeah,
it.
several.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like so
Staples,
can, you know,
Forum, Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, all that shit. It's like
Yeah.
you can do all that, and it's like, but if I tell somebody walking down the street, like, yo, he sold out the Staples Center, they're
Like,
like,
who?
what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Right.
You know what
It's
I'm saying?
almost like, you know how like there'd be like a Mexican artist or something
Yeah.
that wouldn't cross over. And
Mexican OT.
like no, but they have like they've sold like 50 million CDs.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you could be sitting right
like
next to
Grupo
you.
Frontera or so.
Yeah,
like,
Grupo Frontera, yeah, like-
yeah. It's like,
I'm like,
now
yeah,
everyone
they're
is
number
like
one
that.
on Billboard for like 8 weeks, and you're like, where?
Exactly. He's sitting right next to you and you wouldn't notice.
You know, but they
Yeah.
did. You
And
know?
that's what's so special about
It's like this one meme or this one picture I saw of, what's that girl? Not Carly Rae Jepsen. I forgot her name, but she was some famous chick, and she was just chilling in South Africa randomly at like some high school rugby game, and nobody recognized her. And she's one of the biggest artists in the world, bro. She has a Grammy. I don't know why I'm forgetting her name. It's not Sabrina Claudio. It's one of those ones. I don't know what it is.
out
I remember it.
right now is that there's no reason for you to be trying to make
Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah, she was just chilling there, and nobody knew it was her.
music for the money.
They were trying to look for the guy behind her.
What are you trying to like that, perfect zeitgeist
Like, literally.
collision you're trying to even capture? It doesn't even exist anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even, you're like chasing ghosts. You're grasping at ghosts.
Yeah.
Make the shit you fuck with, and I promise you, if it's great, there's an ecosystem that's ready to support it.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. Like, I have maybe heard 2 Rod Wave songs from top to bottom. I've maybe heard 1 Young Boy song. I've maybe heard 2, but it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
'Cause
I love Control.
But it doesn't matter because I respect, like, I'm such big admirers of
Right.
their
Yeah.
of
What
what
they built.
they've
the
built.
hustle, what they're doing.
And it just
Same.
goes to show it doesn't fucking matter if I've heard their shit or not. What the like they're crushing. They're just like, it's always strange when people try to dismiss your career and your success because like, yeah, but who listens to that? Everyone inside of here.
Yep.
That's who. You're just not inside of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me not listening to Youngboy doesn't diminish his success.
No.
No.
But people think the world like revolves around them, and if I haven't heard it, then no one's heard it. And if I don't like it,
Exactly.
the audience is wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Who are you?
That's so true. Some people
How
are
many
so entitled like
rapper-
that. Some people are just so entitled. They feel like everything they think is correct. Everything they think is cool is cool. What they think is not cool, everybody thinks is not cool. It's like, bro, you're one person out of billions of people. Just because you don't know something doesn't mean everybody else doesn't know, or vice versa. It's just like, that's just human mentality, though. Everyone lives in their own bubble. Everybody is a super king in their mind. Like, I know everything. I'm the rightest person. Even me, sometimes I think I know I'm doing things. I think I'm killing the game. Next thing I see, hey, dololo, I'm not even doing anything. I'm not even pushing no motion. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, as humans, we're not really seeing what's in front of us, you know? But, yeah, man, Not Like Us was definitely the last huge monolithic hit. That's for sure. Like, that everybody came together and declared it as a hit and the world all danced. I can't remember the last song that really did that. It's been so long. I remember, like, Blinding Lights or The Box or things like that. But, like, he was even saying, it's no more now. It's no more. Is that the state of the game, or is that the state of music? Is that the state of social media, or is that the state of the music industry? What is it? Let me know down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to these guys. This video is by The Truth Hurts. Let's subscribe. If we could just have mouse control, that would be nice. But yeah, love y'all, appreciate y'all, stay blessed, stay financially astute. Okay, stay a student of the game, keep learning, keep growing, and I'm gonna check you guys out soon. Soon. It's your boy.